There. Oh no, G. Oh no, G. We got gut. We got gut. They go on the other side. Take Taylor's gonna flip for it. Damn it. They flipped. And we lost. All right, Jerry. Yeah, we messed it up. Yeah, they won the flip, so they got this side. Oh shit, almost there. I don't know. Sorry for those of you watching already at home. We're having to swap sides. We lost the toss. So we'll be trying to make do best from the tight corner. Huh? Yeah. It just ain't gonna go well. I can tell already. Oh, sorry. Where's my wife? There she is. This is gonna suck. It's just too tight. Not even that. Just like in general. I'm sorry. Someone's gonna be in somebody's way at some point. Yeah, it's too big, baby. You got to sit on that one, honey. Maybe it's too much. There's not enough room. You're not listening. Stop.
Will you put this against the...
We gotta fold it down. Here, hold on. That's ridiculous. I don't know where to put it. Well, people are going to want to stand on the wall. Oh, shit. Fuck it. I broke it. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, go ahead, Mama. You good? Let's see if I can't find a good spot. Damn. I was going to say I was going to use that. I was going to sit over there by Carla's dad. Yeah, it's on. What happened? You could have told the move. Just leave it like it is right there. It's fun. Everyone is at home watching. Let me know how the picture looks because it's really dim on the screen of Layla's phone, and that's what we're using to video off of right now. Girls coming up. There you go, Walton. Thank you for that, Christine. There you go, Slice. Lily Varga. You need to get one of them. There you go, Peyton. Alton. There you go, Slice. All right, we're getting ready to go here. I may go over there by Rodney. I'm not sure yet. To get out of everybody's way, everyone will be yelling. We don't have another chair, do we? But I'm trying to find out somewhere to be. Like, there's no spot. I just kneel down over there by him. No, I don't have one. It's okay. No, I'm good right here. I'm like this. I'm perfect. No, you're good. You're good, brother. All right. I think I'm in a good spot. Be an odd position to call this one from. And I'm sitting right here next to the net. And here come the girls coming around, getting ready for match number 2 here on the Gold Bulls. A win right now sends you on to the gold bracket with the possibility of winning this fast warm-up tournament. First tournament of the season for the TAV 16 Blue girls. As they've been dominant so far, probably going to get their first real test from Katy United here. As Katy United also has not dropped a set. TAV 16 Blue not dropping a set either yet. And as they break the huddle, we'll get ready to give our starting lineup for, again, this second match of day number 2 here at the Fast Warm-Up Tournament. Anyone keeping up with football today? The Texans striking early and often as Nico Collins on a 57-yard catch and run for a touchdown to put the Texans up 7-0. And your starting lineup now for the TAV 16 Blue Girls in the front row. Number 53, Addison Slice. In the middle, Big Red. Number 24, Jordan Neal. Number 17, Lindsey Streams being all around as a setter right now. Number 19, Presley Anderson in the back row. Checking out for the middle slot is number 99, Lily Varga. Coming in, Lefto, number 15, Lily Kim Lee. And also starting off in the back row, number 26, Peyton Fisher. And that seems to be the way we've been starting for the past couple of matches right now. As we're getting ready to go here, Katy United going to start us off with a good serve right at Lily Kim Lee. Tied to the net there, Jordan Neal on it. And that point's going to go over to TAV after an over-the-net call from the long middle from Katy United. It's going to be a good showdown of middles right now. As Addison Slice with a good serve puts them into a bind. That's an ace for Addison Slice. In the front row right now, we got Peyton Fisher, Lindsey Streams, and Jordan Neal. Slice again with another good ball there. That was just a bit too far, as that'll put Katy United on the board for the first time. 2-1 now the score, and checking in is going to be number 7, Carla Rodriguez, who has been all over the place as a defensive specialist here, making a bunch of diving plays to keep us in games. As Presley Anderson in the back row with a good pass there, as that serve goes right at her. Stream's going to go over to Peyton Fisher with a good tip. Someone right there on top of it from Katy United. Big swing right there. Carla Rodriguez unable to keep that one up. As that'll brought it up now. 2-2 is the score here in the first set. Katy United might be one of the more athletic teams we've seen here in this tournament so far. As it's a good matchup to show the girls where the bar is going to be set for the rest of the season. That one again right at Presley Anderson. Lindsey Stream is going to be out of system. Over to Peyton Fisher with a big swing. Young Lee tries to keep an arm on it, but not able to do so. 3-2 now the score as Katy United takes their first lead of the game. That ball in, Anderson somehow keeps it up. Jordan Neal tries to keep it up as well. Dink down to the court. And Carla Rodriguez trying to fly over to keep it up. Good job from Lily Kim Lee to keep that going, but unable to keep the ball up for 3 touches. 4-2 now the score. Patrolling the net, the long run to number 7 from Katy United. It's going to be, again, a good middle matchup. That one over at Carla Rodriguez. Good pass for Lindsey Streams. Quick throw over. Jordan Neal tries to swipe it across, unable to keep it down on the court. And a big block from Jordan Neal and Lily Streams. Second touch hit there. Streams going to go up again. And Jordan Neal with a big swing. And that one's going to go down. Again, it's going to be a massive game. And the middles are more than likely to be the one that are going to decide this. Just a second, we've got a discrepancy in the score now. That point going over to Katy United, 5-2 going to be the score. As we've got some talking going on here from the ref, from R1 and to Lindsey Streams. It looked like over the net was the call from Jordan Neal with a big swing right there. As Coach Ashland and Lindsey Streams trying to get a definition on the call. 5-2 is what the score is going to stay as. And as that ball served up, a good pass from Carla Rodriguez. Streams going to go to the outside again for Peyton. Peyton unable to get that one to go down. Out of system for Katy United. Big swing right there. And the upref overrules that call. Says it's out. Line judge called it in. It's going to be a good point for TAV. 5-3 now to score. TAV striking within 2. Lily Varga will check into the front row. As Lily Kim Lee back to serve. That ball put up. Quick over to the middle. Unable to get it high enough there. As that's going to put TAV within 1. On the floor right now, Lily Varga in the front, Peyton Fisher and Lindsey Streams completing it. Paula Rodriguez, Presley Anderson, and Willie Kelly in the back. Good dink over there. Good job from Lindsey Streams to keep it up. A good job. Good another one as the girls are playing feisty right now. As this ball's over and out. Katy United unable to keep it up. TAV ties it up 5-5 after a great series of defense right there from the girls. And we're going to get a foot fault call on Lily Kelly right there. It's now going to be 6-5. Woody Marks just goes in as well for the Texans to give them a lead. And Presley Anderson with a good ball there. Good dink and dump over by Lindsey Streams. But we're going to get a double call as that point's going to go over to Katy United. 7-5 now the score for Katy United. That ball sent over short. Presley Anderson with a good pass. Going to Lily Varga with a quick swing right there. And no touch on the call right there. It's going to be 8-5. TAV down in a hole right now. As for the barrel from Katy United set up to serve. The barrel goes over again. This one at Colorado. It goes. Lindsey Streams puts a good set over for Peyton Fisher. Waits on it with a good hit. And that one goes down. 8-6 now going to be the score. As 7 in now will be number 4, Layla Gary. Getting her first action of the first set right now. Back to serve, Lindsey Streams. Complimenting Gary in the front row is going to be Fisher and Varga. Good serve there from Streams. Ball's going to go over to the outside. Big swing. And Billy Henley unable to keep it up as it's now going to be 9-6. As again, TAV finding themselves in a hole. Let's see what the girls can do with a little bit of adversity in their face. Again, like we said at the top of the broadcast, probably the most athletic team we've seen all weekend as this ball comes over at Lily Kenley with a good pass to Lindsey. Lindsey going to the right side for Fisher. Fisher tries to go cross court, and that one's going to be just a bit too far outside of the court. 10-6 now the score. That one over at Peyton Fisher. Good job from Lily Varga to keep it up. Swung up by Go to Gary. Unable to get it over. We're going to get a net call. That one's going to go over to TAV. Soft hit right there from Layla Gary, but Katy United's in the net. Addison Slice will sub in for Carla. As back to serve now, number 26, Peyton Fisher. 10-7 the score here after a good serve back to Libero. Quick pass from the setter. And that one just comes off the block the wrong way. 11-7 now the score. Slice in the back row now with Lily Hunley and Peyton Fisher. Layla Gary, Lindsey Streams, and Lily Varga up front. Looking to get something going and turn the tides here. That ball is just a bit too far outside of the court. It'll be 11-8 for TAV now. Going back to serve, and on the middle swap is going to be Lily Varga. Big Red Jordan Neal coming back on the front row with the score 12-8. Ball sent over on a good serve there. Over to the right side. Tipped over the top. Peyton Fisher with a good lead. And Jordan Neal unable to get a long arm on it. 12-13-8 now the score. Katy United serving across. Not too far out of reach. Only a 5-point deficit for TAV. That stream's going to go to Jordan Neal. Big swing from Jordan Neal. Getting her going is going to be a key in this one now, as it's going to be a massive matchup here for the middles, as Layla Gary is also going to be checking out on this one. 13-9 the score. Presley Anderson coming in to serve. Daughter of Big Chief Kobe Anderson. Shout out to all the guys at Lake Conroe ESV3 today on shift. Stay safe out there. That ball goes across. Setter going to be out of system. Pushed all the way over to the right side. Tipped over the top. Peyton Fisher with a good read. Pushed over on the outside for Addison Slice. Good spot there as it puts Katy United out of system. Roll over the top. Peyton Fisher to Streams. Streams got options. Over to the middle for Jordan Neal. Tries to slide it up, but Millie Kenley with a great job on that dig. Slice tries to roll it with a shot over her head. Unable to do so, but a good read there from Lily Young Lee to keep that ball up as it's 14-9 now. Fast-paced action in this one. Both teams wasting no time to get the ball on the court during their serves. Fisher with the pass, puts Lindsey Streams out of system, going over to the outside. Lily Young Lee unable to keep it in. 15-9 now the score. And we seem to be approaching the territory. TAV, if I'm not mistaken, has not taken a timeout this entire tournament. We may be approaching the territory, but we're going to take our first one coming up here pretty soon. 15-9, down by 6. As the ref is going to let Katy United reserve this. He never called the ball in play. 15-9, still the score. That ball's put over at Peyton Fisher. Pass going to be out of system here. Preston Anderson unable to keep it up. That's a service ace for Katy United. As Coach Ashlyn Fitzgerald in her first tournament as the head coach here for the 16 TAV Blue Girls. Making some adjustments right now on serve receive. Stacking the line in the back. As this ball comes over again, right at Peyton Fisher, makes a perfect pass to Streams. Streams on a quick serve over to Jordan Mill, right where nobody's out, just a bit too far outside of the court. 17-9 now the score. As the girls, and there it is, first timeout taken of the tournament for TAV. 17-9 the score, as the girls got to find a way to get themselves back into this one. And some updates around the world of sports. Bowl Mania starting yesterday. Today we've got NFL action. The Texans up 17-0 on the Cardinals with about 3:28 left in the first. The Pats over the Bills, looking to win the NFC East for the first time in a few years, 14-0. Chargers and the Chiefs. Chiefs still fighting for a playoff spot, trying to keep themselves relevant. Bengals and the Ravens tied up at 0 going into the second. Jets and the Jaguars. Jags leading 14-7. They'll be a big contender for the Texans going forward in the AFC South race. As Katy United getting set up to go again. In the front row, Streams, Neal, and Addison Slice. Got to get some offensive momentum going here. Someone's got a lot of spark. Fisher with a good pass to Streams. Streams with a good shot up and over. And we got a net call. Net call is going to go against TAV. 18-9 to score. Once again, first time this entire tournament, TAV has found themselves trailing like this. Peyton Fisher has to walk across. And the big middle from Katy United stuffs one right back down after an overpass. 19-9 the score. TAV down by 10. First hole the girls have found themselves in. Again, it's going to be a good thing to see how well they can respond to this type of ordeal. Addison Slice gets a good pass after stacking Peyton Fisher. Slice with a give and go, throws one down, puts him out of system, and we'll get a knuckled ball over the top. Presley Anderson right on top of it. Lindsey Streams to Jordan Mill. And Jordan Mill has been trying to hit that spot this entire time. Finally makes it there. That's a perfect spot for Jordan Mill in the kill. Stops the bleeding there as it's 19-10, and coming back to serve will be number 53, Addison Slice. At this point, girls are just trying to keep it going here with a good serve by Slice. Has him out of system. Middle with the deep there. Good shot down the line from the outside. And that ball's going to be called out by the uplift. No call from the line judge as the girls from Katy United looking for a touch there. As that one go to TAV. It's 19-11 now. Slice with a good ball over the front. Puts the middle back out of system. That one goes over to the outside. A good big swing right there. And that one comes down in the court. Addison Slice unable to get it up. And it's now 20-11. Katy United looking to push 5. Paula Rodriguez checking in for number 53, Addison Slice. Trying to provide some defensive effort in the back there with Presley Anderson and Lily Kyun Lee. Good ball at Presley Anderson. Makes a good pass to Streams. Streams going to go with a big high set to the outside. And that call's going to be good for a kill for Peyton Fisher. Call's going to go over to TAV. 20-12 now the score. Back to serve. Lily Kyun Lee. Checking into the front on that middle slot. The killer V, Lily V. Ball pushed up into the middle. Looking for an outside to the right. Hot shot there. Going to be too far out. Well, we got a touch call there from the line judge. At that point, it'll go over to Katy United. 21-12 going to be the score. Possibly came up the fingertip of Peyton Fisher. Line judge called it, the R1 held it up. Rodriguez with a good pass to Streams. Looking for the slide hit from Lily Varga. Tries to get him out of position. Unable to do so. Right side hit there. Tipped over the top. Good diving effort from Presley Anderson with a good dig. As Katy United going quick over to the middle. And Presley Anderson unable to get to that one. That's a good tip from the middle there. Makes Presley Anderson sprawl out, but unable to keep it up as TAV will take their second timeout of this first set. Trailing by 10. Good warm-up tournament so far for the girls as they're finding out right now what competition around them is going to look like as we'll be headed to San Antonio the first weekend of January to start off the new year in the right fashion at the Countdown City Classic. And we're anxious to see how the girls respond here as it's been easy going entire day one and most of the first match here as Katy United giving it to them, giving them everything they can handle right now as it's 22-12. Katy United on the serve. This one short and over to the left for Peyton Fisher. As Katy United not able to get that ball over. Free ball sent over. Good dig from Carla. Dive it over as Lindsay Streams. Good shot there from Peyton. Peyton keeps it up there. Great job. Carla's going to go right back over to her. Good out of system play for the girls as they'll transition back into their base defense. Looking for a big block there. That one goes into the net. Great job defensively from Carla Rodriguez as she's able to keep that up and get a good out of system set there. Layla Gary checking in for Presley Anderson into the front row. Layla can get something going here on the right side. Will split out the block. Good serve there from Lindsay Stream to his back serve and shot over to the right side. Good job from Lily Kim Lee diving across and out of system play there. Good shot from Peyton Fisher to keep it up. Great job from Lily Kim Lee on that defensive play. Tipped off the top of the tape. Layla Gary keeps it up as Peyton Fisher has some room. We've got a late net call as Lindsay Streams will come up looking for a number now. As I'm unsure of what the actual call on that one was. He called the net, but wasn't able to give a number on it. It looked like a late call from the R2. Regardless, the point goes over to Katy United, making it 23-13. This is also one of the first opportunities we'll be able to see for Coach Ashlyn Fitzgerald, how she's able to work the team around when they're in the depths of adversity and dug themselves into this early 10-point hole. In the back row right now, Peyton Fisher, Lily Kim Lee, and Carla Rodriguez in the front. Layla Gary, Lily Varga, and Peyton Fisher as Katy United takes a timeout right there. As a substitution being made by Katy United right now. Getting a different server onto the court. R1 signals he's ready to go. Ball goes over to Lily Kim Lee. Kim Lee with a pass over to Streams. Streams going to keep it over on the right side with Peyton Fisher. Good shot there as it rolled down. Carla Rodriguez right there on top of it. A little overpass. Done well to be kept up by Streams and Carla. And a good job from Peyton Fisher to end that one. (23-14) now. TAV going to try to make it a respectable one as Katy United looking to push two. Not out of the realm of possibility right now either. Carla Rodriguez will check out for Addison Slice coming into the front row. Fisher with a good ball with a top spin on it. Pushes the ball back. Out of system play coming. Offshot hit. That was going to be a bit too far outside of the court as that'll give TAV 15. Fisher ready to go. Another good show there. Going to put the setter out of system over to the outside. Tipped up, and that's going to be 4 touches. No touch from TAV there. As TAV trying to mount the comeback right now, 23-16 the score in the first set. Fisher again with a good ball, going to the same spot. More out-of-system plays, and the Barrel is going to have that free ball sent over by Katy United. Young Lewis streams over to the right side for Larry Gary, goes cross court. Big happy birthday right there. As Lily Varga unleashes the beast there. Great happy birthday on the overpass from Katy United, and Lily Varga stamps an emphatic exclamation point on it. Peyton Fisher with another serve, putting TAV within 6. Big swing there to block from Lily Varga this time. Lily Varga on fire right now, 23-18 the score. Peyton Fisher again going to the same spot, more of the same result out of system. And we're going to get a 3-pointer. As that's going to go down as a service ace for Peyton Fisher. Second touch would have been inside of the bleachers, which you're unable to do, as Katy United now feeling a little bit of pressure, making a couple substitutions. 23-19 the score. Your Monsters Inc. fan, 23-19 as Peyton Fisher's up to serve. Good ball again. This one a better pass. Going over to the quick dunk there. Oh, as Varga gets a hand on it. Lindsey Streams was diving for it. Just a bit of a miscommunication there. As again, the girl's showing some signs of life. It's 24-19 right now. Katy United serving for set point here. 24-19 the score. Net clip there for Lily Young Lee, who handles it well. Pushed over to the outside for Addison Sykes. Rolls one over the top, trying to find the donut. Big contest over the middle. Lily Varga again with the joust right there, and a big kill for her. As she'll go back to serve right now, and big red, number 24, Jordan Neal, will come back on. TAV looking to close the gap. 24-20 the score. Good ball there from Varga. The ball with a good pass. Going over to the outside now. Big swing. Big block right there. And Jordan Neal, the Mills making their presence felt. And that's going to do it right there. Katy United taking their second time out of the first set. 24-21. TAV facing 10 points at the most, has narrowed the gap to 3 after some big play from both middles, Lily Varga and Jordan Neal. Massive amount of blocks from both of them, and Lily Varga providing the spark that was needed with that big happy birthday kill. And again, TAV finds himself within 3. TAV breaks the huddle first. As again, Lily Varga back to serve. It's a great job by our TAV 16 girls that are able to fight their way back, 24-21. As that ball goes in from Lily Varga. Ball kept up and in play. It looks like we're going to get a little free ball action. Just a bit too far outside of the court. TAV nails the gap to 2 now. Wild times here at the Legacy Complex here at the fast warm-up. Lily Varga again with a good ball. Goes over to the same spot. Much of the same result. Jordan Neal. Jordan Neal swipes one down as it's 24-23. TAV now looking to tie it up after facing a 10-point deficit earlier in this set. Out of system ball coming. Big swing as that one's kept in by Lily Varga. Peyton Fisher keeps it up. Aspen Slice with a good free ball as we're still playing here. Set up over to the outside again. Big swing. Again kept up by Lily Varga. Same result there to Peyton Fisher and Allison Slice as we're still playing. Quick set over to the middle. Jordan Neal right in front of it. As Lily Varga playing some great defense back there from the middle position. Jordan Neal all over the front of the net. It's all tied up. 24 all. That one goes from the middle. Setter going to go over the quick dump. Kept up. Lily Varga right there. Pushes it back over. TAV back into their transition. Jordan Neal tries to get a happy birthday there as a roll shot over the top. Lily Barger keeps it in. Lindsey Stream's going to go over to the right side for Layla Gary, who somehow keeps it up and in. Big shot there from the middle as Peyton Fisher picks it up. Lindsey Streams with a double home, and that one goes down. 25-24, TAV takes the lead after the kill on the dump by Lindsey Streams. Lily Barger serving for set point. Great shot there, going to be over to the right side. Out of system play, give and go to the outside. Big swing, kept up somehow by Addison Slice. Peyton Fisher right on top of it. Here we go to the outside again, tipped over the top. Addison Slice on the cover. Lindsey Streams going to go back over to the right side for Layla Gary, who throws one. Tipped over on the block from Katy United. They're going to reset and go to the outside. Jordan Hill, big hand right there. No touch. As the R2 calls no touch, R1 overrules the call of the touch. As that almost ended, a massive run there from Lily Varga on the serving line. And the girls tie it up 25-25 after facing a 10-point deficit early in the set. Questionable call there, but I can't really see much from where I'm at. Young leave with a good pass after she checks it on the middle spot. Addison Slice with a good swing. Great job from her keeping it up. Out of system play going over to the right side for Layla Gary. Hits that one into the net. Good recognition from Addison Slice right there as that ball sends back over the net and she's right on top of it to dig it up. 26-25 now. Katy United back in the lead by 1, 7 for set point. That one over the top. Peyton Fisher with a good pass to Stream. Going quick to the middle for Jordan Neal. In the middle matchup is going to be on and popping here in set number 2. It's 25-27. TAV drops the first set. Exciting first set. After again, TAV drops it back in from 10 points down. No, he couldn't do it. And again, a questionable call there from the R1 overruling the no-touch call that would have given TAV the set point. As again, this will be the first time we'll be able to see how the girls respond after dropping a set. Their first set dropped all season. And some more action from around the football world on an NFL Sunday. Texans up 17-7 with 12:33 left in the second. Bears over the Browns 13-0. Pats and Bills still 14-0. Commanders and Giants 10-0 for Washington right now. Jaguars extend their lead 21-7 over the Jets. And the Raiders and the Eagles playing in a game there in Philadelphia as it's 10-0 the Eagles up. Sometimes when you don't come out on top of the game, it's still pretty exciting to see the girls show that grit and that comeback. That's a huge run there, big contributor, Lily Varga, Jordan Neal. The middles were on point, as we said earlier. It was going to be a middle matchup there. Just a little bit too little too late. As the girls will look to capitalize on that in set number 2. As Coach Ashton making the lineup right now. Girls trying to figure some things out in the huddle with themselves. Coach Dyer right in the middle of it. As we'll see if the same strategy from the first day and the first game today has been the same, as we'll see newcomers Jessica Garcia and Alton Wascom trot onto the court. Alton Wascom, an outside hitter, a pin hitter, I'm sorry. As she'll check in right now, Jordan Neal into the front row as well. As it looks like we've got our starting lineup ready to go. It's going to be Lily Varga and Jordan Neal for the middle swap of the libero. In the front row, number 53, Addison Slice. Number 24, Big Red Jordan Neal. Walking up, number 10, Alton Roscom. And Lindsey Streams, Lily Varga, and Peyton Fisher in the back row. Swapping out with Lily Varga, Big Libero. Number 15, Lily Kim Lee. And we should be getting the first serve of the second set here, as checking in now, number 15, Loco Lily Kim Lee. On top of it, again, Lindsey Streams getting us started as we're ready to go. R2 sends the Katy United libero on. And he signals players ready to go, and we are underway here in set number 2. 0-0 to score. TAV 16 blue, Katy United fighting it out right now. TAV looking to extend it to a third set. Easy ball there for Lily Kinley. Going over to the right side. Alton Roscom with a good touch there. And that ball sent over the top somehow. And nothing over the top. And just a wild little crazy play right there. As TAV will get on the board first. After the ball had a lot of spin on it, just going back and forth over the net. As Lindsey Streams will serve again. TAV up 1-0 here in the second set. Streams with a good ball, pushes it over to the left back. Little out of system play. Swung over the top on a roll shot. Addison slice to Lindsey Streams. Wants to go quick over to Jordan Neal. And we're going to get a carry call on this one. As that's the first lift we've seen called here at the tournament, at least for games we've played. Jordan Neal found a great spot on the court for it, but unable to do anything with it. 1-1 to score now. Katy United serving over. This one's going to go straight over to Peyton Fisher. Peyton Fisher makes Lindsey Streams work a little bit, but it's all right. Alton Roscom taking charge. And no touch there. Everyone looking for a touch. No touch called anywhere on the court, so it's now 2-1. Katy United up. Katy United back to Peyton Fisher. Lily Kim Lee going to put this one up out of system. Addison Slice with a good shot right there. Tacking that ball over his shoulder. Quick shot over into the middle as Lindsey Streams right there on the board. And nobody able to do anything with that one. As 3-1 now the score. TAV trailing by 2 in the second set. Katy United keeps that one up. This one kept over by Lindsey Streams. Alton Roscom right there to send a free ball over. Kept up over the top, dunked over the top again. And Alton Roscom somehow keeps that one up. As we're still playing here, Alton Roscom been all over the place. Kept up and not able to do it. They're still going there. Great job by all the girls. As this one's pushed up over and out. Good swing there. And that one stays inside of the court for a Katy United point. And a timeout taken by TAV as it's 4-1 now. I'm sorry if that whistle's getting on your nerves at home. I'm right here by the ref stand. As again, TAV trailing 4-1 right now. As Katy United up on the serve, this one goes back over to Addison Slice as she makes the right decision and letting that one sail out as it's 4-2 now. Slice back to serve. As that one dips right in front of the left back, going over to the outside for Katy United. There's one over the top. Stream somehow keeps it up. Slide has just enough to keep it up and over. Fisher trying to fight it out, and that's a good point there. Great defensive recognition from Lily Kim Lee and Addison Slice. Slice getting just enough of that to keep it up and over the court. Slice with another good serve. This one at the middle back. That is going to have options. Pitches love to the right side, and that one sails just a bit up and high. 4-4 now. TAV's tied it up. Addison Slice still back on the serving block as this ball goes in. Again, right at the middle back in the overpass. TAV going to be able to do something with it quick over the top from Jordan Neal. And that one's going to hit the top of the table and roll down on the wrong side as it's 5-4. Katy United now. Presley Anderson going to check into the back row now. Addison Slice coming out after a good little service run there. Puts TAV within one. Katy United with a good ball. Lily Kim Lee with a smart play to track it behind Peyton Fisher. As that one's touched up by Katy United. Going to be a fight at the middle for it. And Jordan Neal unable to get a hand on it. 6-4 is the score now for Katy United. This one goes over it. Fisher, perfect pass to Lindsey Streams. As Jordan Neal makes a presence known. And again, it's going to be much of the same here as Lily Varga will check in. Lily Kim Lee back to serve. Much of the same is going to be the middles. Whose middle wants it more is Jordan Neal getting on track right now. Lily Varga again provides the massive spark in the last set. Young Lee with a good ball over the top. Sends over quick to the middle, and that one unable to be kept up as it's tied up 6-6 now. I'm sorry, the ref table has 7-5. I missed a point somewhere apparently. Young Lee with a good ball there. Libero on libero crime going on again, trying to get it at the middle. As again, that one just a bit too far outside. As the girls keep looking up at the R1, as they're looking for the same call Jordan had earlier, as they're looking for the lift and carry. Young Lee with another good serve. That one's going to go down. Good for a service ace from Lily Kim Lee. TAV knocks it up at 7 here in the second set. Lily Kim Lee again ready to go. Short serve right there. Puts him in a bind as it's going to be all out of system. Big shot there. Kept up from Lily Varga after the block. And that one goes over the right side for Roscoe. We can't keep that one in as 8-7 now the score for Katy United. Lily Varga again making a presence known on the front row after that good block and is able to keep the ball up to give TAV a chance to score. That ball comes over short for Peyton Fisher. Finds it well over the right side again for Roscoe. Alton Roscoe makes him pay this time. As coming back to serve now, number 7, Carla Rodriguez checking in for Alton Roscoe. Rodriguez sends a lefty-sided serve, little sidewinder on it, and that's going to be good for another TAV service ace. 9-8 now going to be the score for TAV. Excuse me. Presley Anderson, Carla Rodriguez, Lily Kim Lee in the back after the serve from the lefty. In the front row right there, Peyton Fisher and Lily Varga get a hand on it. Lily Kim Lee keeps it up. Presley Anderson going to send the free ball over. As the trail over quick to the middle, tipped over Presley Anderson with a good read. Lindsey Streams tries to dump it, and we're still playing here. A lot of back and forth action. Quick over the top of Lily Varga, and that one's going to be down for a kill. Good job from Presley Anderson. On a couple of quick reads there. Ten to 8 now, TAV up. Rodriguez again with a lefty serve, pushing them back, keeping them all out of serve, so that's going to be good for another service ace. As if you can't see it from where you're sitting at home because they're across the court, you got to stay on the black part of the court. She was on the concrete when she made that second contact. As it's now 11-8, TAV up by 3 here in the second set with Carla Rodriguez serving. Rodriguez with another good ball, pushed up, just a much better pass, quick over in the middle, knocked over the top, Lily Kim Lee with the dig. Lindsey Streams with a good shot over to Peyton Fisher. And a timeout going to be taken after that one. Great job from all three aspects of the game. A good dig from Lily Young-Lee. Great set from Lindsey Stream. Sends Peyton Fisher up in the air, flying over the net to kill one as it's 12-8 and Katy United takes their first time out of the second set. That's it, baby. We're trying. We're getting it.
You got it.
Oh, thank you. Just a little update. I don't know if we have any other TAV teams here at this gym, but the 13 black team, Bill's new team this year, takes the championship in the fast warm-up, played at the Woodland Skyline earlier, as they didn't drop a set all weekend. All girls looking to do much of the same. Forcing a decisive third set here as they're up by 4, 12-8, as Carla Rodriguez will still be serving. Number 7, Carla Rodriguez, ready to go. The lefty going to send one over. She's been tagging the left back here. This one's going to go right to the same spot. Good pass there, going over the outside. Outside with a good swing there. Really can lead right on top of it to dig it. And we're going to get a net call. After a good dig from Lily Ken Lee, that one's going to go back over to Katy United on the net call. 12-9 to score. As Katy United ready to go, getting the ball back, 12-9 here. Good ball sent high and over, and that was going to be just a bit too far outside of the court. As it's 13-9 now, TAV back in the lead by 4. Checking in now, back into the front row, number 53, Addison Slice, as Peyton Fisher will go back to serve. Joining Addison in the front row, Lindsey Streams and Lily Varga. In the back row with Peyton Fisher, number 7, Carla Rodriguez, and number 15, Lily Hyun Lee. Fisher with a good ball, send over, as that one's going to be a good pass, going over to the outside. Big swing there. Good block, unable to be kept up and over. As we're going to get a lift call off of Lindsey Streams there. Good block from both of them as Lindsey attempts to keep it up. But a lift is called by the upref as it's 10-13 now. I'm sorry, 13-10, TAV up. As this may be the first time that the girls, we get to see the girls fighting a little bit more than they need to. As this one's out of system, sent over to Addison Slice. Good pass there from Peyton Fisher. Slice knows what she did there. She's going to try to make the correction on it. It's 13-11 now. Lead is dwindled to 2. Pushed up right at Carla Rodriguez with a perfect pass in Lindsey Streams. Going over the outside, thrown over the top from Addison Slice. Pushed over out of system there. We're going to get a free ball sent up, and that one's not going to make it over as TAV will get back on the board after the free point from Katy United. On the middle swap, coming back into the front row is going to be Big Red, number 24, Jordan Neal. Back at the service line, number 99, the Killer V, Lily Varga. Good serve there, dives right in front of the left back. Hits the net, that's going to be great for a service ace. This is when I need Joe here to give me the clap so I can work into the ace, ace, ace. Lily Varga again going to the same spot there. Much of the same result. TAV up by 5 right now in the second set, 15-11. After the service ace again, back-to-back aces for Lily Varga. Varga trying to go for the same spot, just a little bit too short on the net right there. 16-12 going to be the score. (16-12). Right now, coming in the front row. Here, Katy United, number 7 is going to be the big shot right there. Big matchup for Jordan Neal. Let's see if she can win this one. Big block right there. Picked up by Lindsey Streams. That ball's up and over as we're still playing. Katy United going to get a low shot at killing this one. Rolling over the top. Peyton Fisher right on top of it. Lindsey Streams going to get a shot. Jordan Neal with the throw. Tools off the block of number 7 for Katy United. As that's a good job right there from Jordan Neal. Finally getting the little swipe she's been working on to go down as it's 17-12 now, and Alton Walscombe are checked into the front row. Really picking themselves up really well here in this first tournament. As Lindsey Streams back to serve. And that's good for another service ace from Lindsey. Little hot shot out of the cannon right there for number 17. As she'll go back to serve again with a 6-point lead. Another hot shot right there, go to the left back, and nobody touches that one, calls the line. Another service ace for Lindsey Streams as it's 19-12. TAV in the lead by 7. One of the interesting parts about today and yesterday has been to see how the rotations have sort of molded themselves out as Lindsey Streams sends another hot shot, and that one's going to be good for another one. 3 back-to-back, the trifecta of service aces as Katy United going to make a substitution, trying to bring some defensive help in as it's 20-12 now, TAV up. Streams again with a hot shot, gets a net clip off that one. And that one's going to be kept up over to the outside. Big swing here. Jordan Neal keeps it on the other side of the net. And we're still playing. Rolling over the top. Right there for Peyton Fisher. Fisher to Streams. Streams going to go quick to Jordan Neal with a big swing. And no answer for Jordan Neal right now. After a good swing and a good kill from Jordan, 21-12 the score. Streams again with another good serve that knuckles and dives right at the left back. Outside going to have a big swing. Really coming in perfect position. Addison Slice getting a shot. Good shot right there. Tipped off the block. And that was a good swing from Addison Slice. Going over the top and unable to be hitting here. As the up ref, R1 says no pancake there after a diving. Lindsey Streams thought she got it up. Really Hunley doing the right thing, keeping the play going. As it's 21-13 now, TAV up by 8. Short serve there off of the net clip. Oh, missed the scorer's table from the other side as it's 21-14 now. Looks like they found their groove here, looking to keep the momentum going. Train on the tracks. As that one comes over to the right to Addison Slice. Good pass for Streams. Begin and go. Good swing from Addison Slice. As that one's kept up off the touch. Going to the right side now. Addison Slice gets a hand to it. Jordan Neal somehow keeps it up. And that was going to be a good another cross-court shot from Addison Slice. Trying to make a presence known here. Jordan Neal almost gets a hand on that one. And Streams will go over to the right. As that one goes to Alton Roskin and hits this one into the net. Good job from Jordan Neal and Addison Slice right there to get their hands on the ball. Ultimately, that point goes over to Katy United as it's 21-15 now. Comes over right at Peyton Fisher. Lindsey Streams does a good job to check it over. Lily Conley just does her best to get that hit over the top. Going over to the right side now. Slice gets a tip on it. Lily Conley dives. Can't able to get it up. 21-16 now. As the R1 catches a scorer's table mishap, 22-16 the score. As back to serve now, number 53, Addison Slice. Letting some attitude out there with a hot shot, jumps on the right back, pretty quick, out of system play. Rolling over the top, Addison Slice with a good pass to Streams. Streams going to go quick to Neal. Neal swipes it when nobody's home, and Jordan Neal right now. Going to be a little too much to handle. As 23-16, TAV looking to push through to force the third set. Addison Slice back to serve. Slice with a good ball. Tried to be kept up by the tomahawk there. Rolled over the top, and that was on the wrong side of the net for Katy United. 24-16. As meeting one right now, the TAV girls are with Addison Slice, as we'll have a small pause. They're trying to make us work for it, huh? As they approach the scoring table, we'll see who wins this coin toss. We're going to try to keep track of how many coin tosses in a third set we win this year. See if that correlates to something. See if we can't get some superstition going. I know Christine loves a good superstition. as it is just a tad bit too crowded here in this gym. Teams are trying to exit the courts, and there's only one way in and one way out, which, I don't know, Joe, you can give us some,
You got it.
we might need a fire marshal here because the emergency exits are pretty damn blocked. And the girls taking a much-needed breather, fighting their way back from 10 down in the first set as they win the second set and force the third set. Sorry, I'm trying to get everything scored up correctly. I know that I've missed quite a few. I'm good. I know I've missed quite a few stats on here. But just a little tidbit here. We do have huddle going from Jerry as well. So all the scoring stuff and all the statistics, I would rely way heavier on huddle than what we're getting off the sideline because I'm doing my best to keep up with everything. But you will also be able to get clips from your huddle account as well as from the sideline account. I'm going to have to figure out how to work that around. As we got a long pause in action here for some reason. Not sure what the R1 is doing. And a little change up right now as the starting lineup here. For TAV in the front row is going to be number 53, Addison Slice. Number 24, big red Jordan Neal. Again, proving to be a little much there in the second set for Katy United. And getting her first action of the second match, number 9, Jessica Garcia, is going to be on the right side. As Lindsay Stream looks like she'll be back to serve first. And Lily Kim Lee, Loco herself, will check in on the barrel for the day. In the back row, again, Lindsay Stream starting us off to serve. Number 15, Lily Kim Lee and Peyton Fisher in the back row. As we're set to get underway, ref puts us in play. And here we go. Lindsay Stream sends that one, hits the top of the table, rolls on the wrong half. As Katy United strikes first here, 1-0. As TAV trying to figure out the rotation real quick here. That one's over to Addison Slice. Good pass going quick over the middle. Jordan Neal again making her presence known. Nobody has an answer for Jordan Neal right now after a great pass from Addison Slice and a great set from Lindsay Stream. As Addison Slice will be up to serve, TAV ties it up 1-1 here in the third set. Every point matters in this one. Slice with a good ball, dips right into the donut, and nobody home on the second touch. Going to be good for another service ace for TAV. Slice again with another good ball. Goes at the left back this time. Pushed over quick to the outside. Lindsay Streams tries to get her hand on it. Unable to do so. Again, it's going to be much of the same here in this third set. A big middle matchup. A collision in the middle. As Presley Anderson will check in for Addison Slice to shore up the back row right now. Get some defensive prowess back there. This one sent over to Peyton Fisher with a perfect pass. Tim has all kinds of options. Jordan Neal slides this one over, tripped up, kept up by Katy United, going over to the outside. Two big blocks right there with Garcia and Jordan Neal. Peyton Fisher up and cut it out, unable to be kept up onto the TAV side. And it's 3-2, TAV up. As going back to serve right now, number 15, Loco Lily Kim Lee, and into the front row, number 99, Lily Varga, the Killer V. Young Lee puts this one up, tight to the net there, over to the middle. Good touch there from Varga. Going to be out of system, going over to Peyton Fisher. Fisher with a big swing, hits the top of the tape, and again rolls down on the wrong side of the net. As it's 3-3 now in the third set. All threes on the scoreboard. A really tip-for-tat game. And again, every point in this one matters. The libero from Katy United serving, sends it over to Peyton Fisher. Streams again, going to have options. Goes right back on the give and go. Great tip with the left hand there as it's kept up by Katy United. Out of system, rolling over the top. And we're going to get a 4 touch, no touch, sent over. That's another 3 point for TAV. As checking in as well, number 7, Carla Rodriguez. Off the left-handed serve, big touch there. Presley Anderson right on top of the stream's going to go on the give and go. Peyton Fisher does the right thing and sends it back over on the free ball. Anderson with a good dig on the first half of that. This one right at Lily can't leave, but Carla Rodriguez cuts it off. Big shot there from Varga, and no one able to handle that. What a hot shot. As Lily Varga, again, the middles for TAV, doing everything they can. 5-3 now the score. Left-handed serve again from Rodriguez. Pushes the middle back away. Over to the outside. Big swing there. Big block. And a heavy hit. It works. Sometimes, again, like we always say, it's better to be lucky than good. That time it works out for Lily Varga. After Lily Varga and Lindsay Stream get a good block, ball pops right back up, and Lily Varga right on top of it to kill it down. 6-3 now the score. Rodriguez again, tagging the middle back right there, pushes it out of system, going to go up and over, tipped over the top. Presley Anderson with a good read. Then just streams to Lily Varga, who tips it herself, somehow kept up, and we're still playing here. And we're going to have a reference here. As Katy United not thinking the 4 call worked, as we'll have the R2 confer with the R1 right now. R1 calls it a 4-touch call, looking to see if it was a tip off of the block or not. As we'll replay the point with Carla Rodriguez still back to serve. Good ball from Rodriguez, just a bit too far. And in the words of Joe, ball don't lie. 6-4 now the score. TAV up by 2 here in this deciding third set. As Katy United will be serving across in the front row. Fisher, Varga, and Streams. This one going to go to the back row right at number 7, Carla Rodriguez. Good pass for Streams. Going to go to the outside for Peyton Fisher. Fisher with a good shot. He's going to go over the head again. Goes for a heavy break this time. And that one, all Peyton Fisher at 7-4 now the score. Coming back into the game will be number 53, Addison Slice. Back to serve, number 26, Peyton Fisher. And joining her in the back row, Carla Rodriguez and Lily Kyung Lee. Fisher sends this ball in. Going to put it out of system. And again, that's going to go down to the service ace. As right now, the strength of the team seems to be relying on a dominant serving the ball. As Peyton Fisher back up, sends another one long right there as it puts him out of system. Going over to the outside. Good swing there from the outside. Kept up by Lily Kyung Lee after the good touch. Varga swipes it across the court. A good job by tipped up over the top. Lily Varga right there. Give and go. Lily Varga. Oh, and that one's unable to be kept up. And no net call there. As that point will go over to Katy United. 8-5 now the score. Katy United making a couple of substitutions here. As TAV trying to capitalize, needs 7 right now to close out this third set. First to 15 is going to win it for you. As this one goes short into the net and back on the Katy United side. 3 points are the best points, 9-5 this score. As back to serve now, the Killer V, Lily Varga checking him back into the front row. Big red, number 24, Jordan Neal. That works. I don't know what was going on the Katy United sideline right there. A little miscommunication about who was supposed to be on the court, who wasn't. And Lily Varga makes them pay with a service ace, 10-5 now. As Katy United looks to be a little frustrated with themselves after that call. And that one goes just a bit too far outside of the court for Varga. 10-6 now the score. TAV up by 4. As Lily Hyun-Lee will check back in the back row for Lily Varga coming out on that middle swap. And we get a 3-point out of that. It looks like she took a little bit too long. Timeout called by Katy United. 11-6 going to stay the score. Oh, I'm sorry, bud. I'm not sure what happened. It looked like it just took a little bit too long for Katy United to get that ball over the net after the serve was called. There's a couple of unforced errors there. Give TAV a couple of free points. 11-6 again in the third set. TAV needing to push forward to close it out. Back into the world of football. The Texans up 23-7, approaching halftime with 1:13 left in the second quarter. Ravens on top of the Bengals 14-0, so that game got a little bit livelier. Jags still holding on to an 11-point lead. That'll be the big competition here in the AFC South for the Texans. As Lindsey Streams will be back to serve, Jessica Garcia going to check into the front row for her second amount of action here. A little bit different rotation that we've seen this time with getting Jessica Garcia into the front row along with Jordan Neal. Provides a big block over on the right side, as we saw it work a couple of times here early in the third set. As right now we've got a rotation check from Katy United going on. Great time for the girls to be able to catch their breath, catch a little water as well. As Coach Dye over there with Jordan and Addison giving them a little bit of a tip. And the R1 coming down off his stand. Going to go over and try to clear this up, as it looks like the last point was for a unforced error off of a rotation, out of rotation call. As the girls keeping it loose now over on their side of the court. As Katy United gets this one figured out. The only thing, like Joe used to say too, we talked about it all the time last year, you get these long pauses in action, you lose the momentum that you've gained throughout the entire set. TAV up by 5 right now in the third set, 11-6. Let's see if they can keep the spark lit and that momentum going forward, as Lindsey Streams will be serving. We've got a couple of balls flying this way on the court. And we're back underway here. Lindsey Streams getting us started. Jessica Garcia, Jordan Neal, Addison Slice in the front row. Great serve from Streams. Kick over the top, unable to be touched by Katy United. Again, gives TAV the 3 point. 12-6 now, a 6-point advantage. Looking to push 3. Joining Streams in the back row, Peyton Fisher and Lily Hyun-Lee, the libero, number 15. That one hits the net, rolls on the wrong side of it again. 12-7. The pesky nets just seem to be in the way here the last couple of service times. And Katy United trying to fight their way back into this one, down by 5. This one goes straight to Peyton Fisher. Perfect pass. Streams has options. Jordan Neal tries. They're doing a good job to huddle up and keep themselves in it. This one sent short again. Not as a middle swap for Katy United going on as well. And checking in for Addison Slice, number 19, Presley Anderson, the daughter of the big chief himself. Short ball into the net right there. It is Lily Varga with a great block on top of that, right underneath the R1. Line judge calls it out. 14-11 now the score, as the girls will now get an opportunity to swing. And in this one on their own terms, Peyton Fisher with a perfect pass. They over to Varga, who kicks it over the top. And we're still playing it. Like to make us wait for it, huh? As Ben's going to take you in there to see the girls coming across. And what a great game that was. Glenn showed a lot of resilience in the first set, blew them out in the second set, earned it in the third set. Glad you made it for this one.
Hey, I showed up.
Yeah.